Welcome to this 2v2 Scramble mini golf tournament. Steven and Tommy versus Eddie and I. Comment who you think is going to win. This is going to be good. We're out at Fantasia Gardens Fairways course in Disney, Orlando, Florida. Steven's putt falling down to the right. In a decent spot there. Tommy, his putt rolling down the fairway, heading towards the green. Gets up on the green. Needs to slow down. Keeps on rolling. Such a fun course here. Anything can happen. The toughest mini golf course probably in the world.
Set.
My putt. On the way. Gets over the hump there on the green. Is it going to stay? Stays right there, but keeps on rolling. Thought it stopped, but no. Rolls down by Tommy. Such a tricky hole. Eddie. Can Eddie put one close? Goes into the sand and stays there. Oh, no. So we're going to go with mine. Steven and Tommy went with Tommy's putt. So they're both going to play from there. Tommy's putt tracking. Keeps on rolling. Some fast greens. Steven, can he make it for there too? His putt missed it to the right. And off the other side of the green. But they have Tommy's. Tommy going to tap it in for their three. Eddie and I a chance to take the early lead. My putt here on a good line. And got it for two. Wow. Eddie and I with the one-shot lead through one. On to hole two. My putt here rolling down. Gets stuck in the grass by the rock there. Still have a ways to go. Eddie rips it. Needs to slow down, heading towards the cart path. Rolls over and stays there. We might have an angle. We'll have to make the decision. Tommy, his putt gets back onto the green, rolling down and stops right there. Steven, his putt on the way. Rolls through the grass, back onto the green. What a putt from Steven here. Can he find it? Missed it for a hole in one. But gets down there by the hole. What a putt. Eddie. We went with Eddie's. His putt falling down towards the hole. Can he find it? Tracking. Nearly goes in. That would have been an unreal two from just Eddie. My putt. Got it on the green. Breaking back. And no. Missed it. Gonna tap it in for our three. Eddie and I up to five. Steven and Tommy went with Stevens, and Steven rolls it in for two. We are all tied through two holes. On to hole three. Steven's putt here bounces back. I believe this is a par five. Rolling back down, Tommy. His putt bounces up into the bush there. So they're going to go with Stevens. My putt. Rolling down, needs a good bounce. Got a good bounce, goes in front of Steven. Finds the sand. In a decent spot there. The hole just up there. Eddie rips it. Bounces back into the bush. Not sure if that was a smart play. But we have mine. Steven and Tommy went with Steven. Steven's putt here. Asking for it to slow down. And it does. Tommy taking it around the sand. But no, falls into it. And stays there rolling down by me. My putt. To take the lead off the pin. No. Had a lot of speed there, Eddie. His putt misses my ball, rolls over into the other sand trap. So we're going to go with mine for our three. Rolled it in up to 8. Steven and Tommy to stay tied. Steven missed it to the right. So it's up to Tommy to stay tied for the lead. Missed it to the left. Eddie and I going to take the lead here. Eddie and I are rivals, but we are on the same team. So this is going to be interesting. On to hole 4. My putt here on the way. And finds the sand. So it's up to Eddie. Can Eddie hit a good tee shot here? Eddie's putt on the way through the sand. Bounces up. and stays out of play. Oh, no.
How?
Eddie can't believe it. Steven, his putt rolling down, gets through the sand all the way down by the hole, rolling off to the right and into the sand. But a good tee shot from Steven. Tommy. Can Tommy hit one close here? His putt off the wall, gets a bounce. Is he going to make it up? Yes. Needs to slow down. What a putt from Tommy. Nearly a hole in one. Wow, going to tap it in for their two. Up to 11. Eddie and I went with mine. My putt on the way. Rolls up. Is it going to stay? Keeps on rolling, and yes, stays up there. Eddie. Can Eddie put one close? His putt needs to go.
Stay.
And rolling back down. So we're going to go with mine again. My putt here to stay tied for the lead. Missed it to the left.
Come back.
Rolling back. Wait a second here. Tracking. No. Comes up short. Eddie. Can Eddie make this putt?
Come on.
On the way. And no. Missed it. So Steven and Tommy going to take the lead. Wow. On to hole 5 we go. Steven's putt here. A tricky hole. Is it going to make it up? No. Stays there along the right side. Tommy. His putt jumps out of play into the mulch. My putt. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. We really appreciate it. My putt rolls down to the left, keeps on going, and stops right there. Eddie rips it off the wall and rolls out of play again. Wow. So we went with mine. My putt out to the right. Thought it was going to break back more, and it stays there on the right side of the green. Eddie, his putt.
Go right.
Missed it left, gets pushed right on the green, and a great putt from Eddie there. Thought it was going to fall into the sand. Steven and Tommy had to go with Stevens since Tommy rolled out a play, and Steven gets it up there past the hole. Tommy, not much of a backswing. Bounces out, back in, gets a bounce back. Is it going to stay up? No, rolls down into the sand. Eddie going to tap it in, but no, missed it. So it's up to me. My putt for our 3, rolled it in, up to 15. Tough putt here from Steven and Tommy. They went with Tommy's putt, drains it through the sand. Unbelievable to stay in the lead. We have a tournament here on to hole 6. Steven's putt off to the left side, ripped it.
It jumped out.
Makes its way down onto the green. What a tee shot from Steven. He's pumped up, Tommy. His putt off to the left. Can he get the same bounce? Rolling down on the green and rolls over. 2 good tee shots there. Eddie, his putt on the way. Needs to stay to the left and gonna find the sand.
Good play.
Oh no, my putt. Rolling down. Can I find it for a hole-in-one here? Eddie in the way. Rolls past the hole, back down. Got it down there by the hole. We went with mine for our 2. Flipped it in. Up to 17. What a putt there. Steven and Tommy went with Stevens. His putt, the early putter, raising. No. Rolls over the edge. How did that not go in, Tommy? Rolls it in for their 2 to stay in the lead. On to hole 7. Stevens' putt here. Rolls through the sand. Rolling around and gets down there by the hole. Tommy, his putt. Making its way down. Gets a bounce back and into the sand. So they're going to go with Stevens. Eddie, his putt here. Rolls off, bounces off the rock, and finds the sand as well. Putting the pressure on me. My putt. Snuck it through, almost hit the right wall there. Goes through the sand, making its way down. Rolls past. Needs to roll back. It is. Tracking. Hole-in-one. on the par 4. Wow. What a tournament. Steven, to be tied for the lead, missed it. So it's up to Tommy. Eddie and I might have just taken the lead, but no. Tommy drains it for their 2, all tied through 7. On to hole 8 we go. Eddie's putt here, rolling to the left for back-to-back holes and 1 for our team. Gets on the green. Can he find it? No. Just misses the hole. Great try from Eddie. Team Danny Eddie heating up here. You rarely see us cheering for each other, but we are here. My putt rolling down, gets a bounce. Can I find it for a hole in 1? No. Missed it. Tommy. Hole in 1 to take the lead back. Can he do it? His putt on the way. Gets a bounce and stays there by me. Steven.
Oh, I chunked it.
His putt hits the wall. The rock there early and going to come up short. Eddie going to tap it in for 2. Up to 20. It's getting chippy here. Tommy rolls it in for their 2. Up to 20. Still all tied. On to hole 9 we go. Eddie leading us off. His putt hits the wall, bounces to the right, gets down there by the hole. Is it going to stay? Yes! Great putt from Eddie. My putt rolls through the sand. Does it have the line into the sand on the right side? And going to stay there. Such a fun course here. Very challenging. Steven's putt bouncing around and finds the sand on the left side. Tommy. His putt hits the wall early, off my shin, and stays there. Ouch. They went with Tommy's. For their 2, Tommy did apologize for that, but it's all good. His putt rolls down into the sand trap. Steven. His putt on the way. Rolls up and onto the green. What a putt there. Perfect speed, Eddie. For our 2, we went with Eddie's. His putt missed it to the right. Gives me a chance to go for it. My putt stayed there to the left. Too much speed. Rolls by. Eddie going to tap it in for 3. We're up to 23. Both teams want to win this match. Steven drains it for their 3. Still all tied. On to hole 10 we go. 9 holes to play in this 2v2 scramble team tournament, and my putt falls to the left side. Eddie, his putt through the sand, rolling up, heading towards my ball, and stays there. Steven, his putt on the same line. It's going to stay to the right. No, stays there by Eddie and I. Tommy, his putt, trying to go right, takes the slope back to the left, and we all end up in just about the same spot. Wow. Clearing the greens. We need that at some of the courses we play. Tommy here for his 2. Rolling down. Stays there to the left. A tricky putt. Not in a great spot. Steven, his putt out to the right. Is it going to take the slope down? Yes. What a putt here from Steven. It's about the best you could do. Eddie, his putt. Is going to find the slope. It does. Misses the hole. Rolls by but stays there on the green. My putt. Out to the right. Needs to go left. No. Stays out to the right. Not a good putt there. Eddie, for our 3. Drains it. What a save from Eddie. We're up to 26. They went with Steven. Steven's putt here. Got it for their 3. Still all tied. On to hole 11. Eddie's putt here. A skinny green. Sneaks it through. Does it have enough speed? Rolls up the first. Hump there. Not up the second. Stops right there. My putt. On the way. Falling to the left, needs to get up. Not enough speed. Rolls all the way back down. Steven, his putt. Comment how you feel about the team tournaments. His putt makes it up there, falling to the right, and stays there. Tommy, His putt on the way. Needs to go right. Doesn't have enough speed. Gets up there by the hole. Wow, what a putt from Tommy. Right next to the hole. Gonna tap it in for their 2. Up to 28. Eddie for our 2. Breaking to the right. Missed the hole. And it rolls by. So it's up to me. My putt. Do I have the line? Got it to go. Wow. What a tournament. On to hole 12. 7 holes to play. A cool hole here. Eddie's putt hits the rock there. Bounces to the right. Is it going to make it down towards the green? Getting better, but comes up short. My putt out to the right. On a good line here. Can I find it? Miss the hole. Rolls up the back slope. Should come back down. And stays there right next to the hole. Wow, let's go. Steven. His putt on the way. Needs to stay left. Rolls past. And stays there. There it is, next to the rock. Tommy, his putt, rolling down. Can he find it here? Hits the pin, and no. Wow. Such a cool view here at the Fantasia Gardens Fairway course. Tommy going to tap it in for their 2, up to 30. My putt for 2, got it. All tied through 12. 6 holes to play. Who's going to make the mistake? Or who's going to make the clutch putts? On to hole 13. My putt finds the sand there. Eddie, his putt finds the sand on the left. Bounces back into the fairway. And comes up short. Advantage Steven and Tommy here. Steven's putt. Can he make it down? Rolling around, heading towards the sand there. Misses it. In a decent spot, but still a long putt for 2. Tommy out to the right. Finds the sand, gets out of the sand. Stays there along the right side. Eddie. We went with Eddie's putt. Had a clear look. Rolling down, gets on the green, needs to take the slope back. It does. Stays there on the green. Great putt from Eddie. My putt. On the way would be a clutch 2 here. Falling to the left and not enough speed. Comes up short. Tommy, his putt to take the lead. Miss the hole. Rolls by. Comes back a bit. Steven, his putt to take the lead for Team Steven and Tommy, the early putter. Raisin, no. Stayed there to the left. Ends up next to Tommy. Eddie. For our 3, missed it to the right. An awkward stance there, almost rolled back in. My putt for 3, got it. Saved it up to 33. It's a team game. Tommy for their 3, got it. Still all tied. On to hole 14 we go. Eddie's putt here, rolling down, bounces to the right, stays on the green fairway there. He doesn't like it. My putt. On the way, falls to the left and rolls out of play. Oh no, Steven. His putt bounces to the right and into the water, but they might be able to play it. Tommy, his putt on the way, hits the wall on the left, going right. And same thing. Wait till you see where these ended up. Steven right there. Tommy a bit farther in the water. So they went with Stevens. Trying to play it, taking the risk. Steven chops it out. Can he get a bounce? Bounces down. And a great shot from Steven. What a recovery shot. Tommy trying to hit it as well. And it stays there. Wow. We went with Eddie's putt, playing it off the wall, gets a bounce. Tracking. It drops in. Unbelievable. Eddie's pumped up, letting them know. Wow. Steven missed it to the right, so we might take a 2-shot lead. Unless Tommy makes this putt, Stevens almost rolls back in, but no, Tommy. His putt drains it. Up to 36, just down 1. 4 holes to play. On to hole 15. Eddie's putt here. Can he find it for a hole-in-one? Needs to slow down. Rolls over. Oh, no. So it's up to me. My putt needs to stay to the right. Gets a decent bounce up. And not in a bad spot. Turned out all right. We'll take it. Steven. His putt on the way. Rolls up. Falling right. Is it going to stay there? Rolling back down. And just in front of me, Tommy. Hole-in-one would be clutch. His putt hits the wall early and going to come up short. We went with mine. My putt for 2. Missed it to the right. And it rolls by, so it's up to Eddie. Can Eddie make this putt? No. Leaves it short, and it's rolling back down. That's all right, though. Steven to possibly tie it up. Missed it to the right, so it's up to Tommy to tie this match up. Tommy's putt. Missed it to the left. Moved at the last second. Going to tap it in for their 3. Up to 39. Eddie going to tap ours in, but no. Missed it to the left. I'm going to clean it up for our 3. Up to 38. Still a 1-shot lead. On to hole 16. Eddie's putt here. Hits the rock. Bounces to the left. Makes its way down. And a good putt from Eddie. My putt. Can I do the same thing? Got a bad bounce off the rock and going to come up short. Getting better there. Tommy. His putt on the way. It's a close one here. Gets a bounce off the rock. Making its way down. What a putt from Tommy. Unbelievable. Some fans on the course there. Steven. His putt. Needs a bounce. Got a bad bounce down to the right, but they have Tommy's. We went with Eddie's. Eddie's putt for 2. No, missed it. Is it going to roll back? No. Good try there. My putt. On the way. Can I find it for our 2? Yes, rattled it in. Up to 40. Wow. Tommy for their 2. Missed it. Rolls up the slope back down and missed it again. How did that not go in? So it's up to Steven. Steven's putt here. Drained it for their 2. Up to 41. 2 holes to play. Can Team Danny and Eddie hang on? Or will Steven and Tommy make the comeback? Eddie's putt here. Rolling down. Missed it there on the left side. A straight downhill putt. So it's up to me, my putt. Bounces to the left. And stays right there, not in a good spot. Tommy, his putt on the way. Gets a bounce to the left. And ends up next to me. So it's up to Steven. For Team Steven and Tommy, his putt out to the right. Needs to get left. Somewhat gets left. They have a decision to make. They went with Stevens. They have an angle here. Stevens' putt. Missed it to the right. But a good effort there. Tommy. This would be clutch. Rolls up this slope. Off the other slope. Gets on the green. Needs to go right. Missed it left. Gonna tap it in for their 3. Up to 44. We went with Eddie's. Eddie's putt. Falling down. Gets on the green. Good roll there, and a great putt from Eddie. My putt for a 2-shot lead heading into hole 18. Left it short. Caught the slope too early. Stays right there, so we went with Eddie's. Eddie's putt drained it for 3 to stay in the lead. On to hole 18. It all comes down to this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We appreciate it. Eddie's putt. Rolls through the sand. Needs to slow down. Stays in play somehow. Good putt from Eddie. My putt. On the way. On a good line here. Needs to stay right. Gets up there. In a good spot. We have a decision to make, but have a makeable putt for 2. Tommy, his putt. Hit this one with some speed. Rolls up. And rolls out, but back in. A decent break there. Getting better. Steven, his putt. With some speed as well. Rolls through the sand. And out of play. Oh, no. So they went with Tommy's. We're going with Eddie's. Tommy's putt. Missed it to the right. Rolls down. Oh, no. So it's up to Steven to put some pressure on Eddie and I. And he drains it. Unbelievable. What a putt there. Eddie for the win. His putt on the way on a good line. Lips out. A slow lip out there. So it's up to me for the win. My putt on the way. And no. Wow. Eddie going to tap it in for our 3 of 46. Heading to a playoff here. Who's going to win this 2v2 scramble? Tommy's putt. Asking for it to go right. Gets on the green. Should roll down to the left, and yes, going down to the left. Steven, hole in one here would be clutch. His putt on the way.
Get over.
Finds the sand, gets out of it, and misses it on that right side. Eddie, can Eddie clutch it with a hole in one to end this tournament? His putt falling to the right. Gets a bounce back. My putt on the way. Should go a little right. Needs to slow down. Heading down towards Tommy.
It's like a rerun of the first.
It's a putt off. Tommy for there 2. Missed it. Rolls around the hole. Good try there, Steven. His putt on the way out to the right. Should break back. No, rolls around the hole as well. Gonna tap it in for their 3, but Steven missed it. So it's up to Tommy. Tommy drains it for 3. Eddie and I a chance to win it here. Eddie's putt. Just missed it. How did that not go? So it's up to me for the win. My putt drops in with the assist. Wow. What a tournament that was. Thanks for watching.